Welcome back to Prop News Time. Here are the headlines for the day. Kanpur Metro expands with 5-kilometer underground stretch. Inaugurated Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi inaugurated a 5-kilometer underground section of Kanpur Metro this week with key works, including Kanpur Central Metro Station and 2.4 kilometers of tunneling, executed by Afcons Infrastructure Limited under the KNPCC 06 package. The project included a 3.826-kilometer underground corridor with 3 stations: Kanpur Central, Chakarkati, and Transport Nagar, constructed using shield tunnel boring machines, TBMs. Despite challenges from fragile structures, Afcons ensured timely and precise delivery. Previously, Afcons built the priority section, IT Kanpur to Motijheel, featuring an elevated viaduct and 9 stations. The firm is a leading player in India's metro construction sector, with notable achievements like Kolkata's underwater tunnel and Nagpur's double-decker viaduct. A flagship of the Shapurji Pallonji Group, Afcons ranks among the top 140 international contractors. Its contributions continue to shape the future of India's urban transit infrastructure. East-West Industrial Corridor Highway, set to boost connectivity and security in Arunachal Pradesh. The East-West Industrial Corridor Highway in Arunachal Pradesh is a transformative infrastructure project designed to enhance regional connectivity and bolster economic growth along the lower Himalayan foothills. Stretching nearly 967 kilometers from the tri-junction of Bhutan, Assam, and Arunachal Pradesh to that of Nagaland, Assam, and Arunachal Pradesh. The 2-lane highway forms part of the Special Accelerated Road Development Program for the Northeast, SRDP-NE. Integrating an existing national highway section and extending through 9 districts, it aims to connect strategic border areas while advancing India's Look East policy. Spearheaded by the state government with support from central ministries, the project combines multiple funding and construction models to deliver a key industrial corridor with significant strategic and economic implications. A residential flat spanning 736 square feet, sold in Avigna Amar Pushpakunj in Thanes, Kopri for rupees 90.58 lakhs. A residential flat spanning 565 square feet, sold in Sai the Giri Galaxy in Thanes, Ambernath for rupees 60 lakhs. A residential flat spanning 425 square feet, sold in Indramani in Thanes, Juinagar for rupees 40 lakhs. ICRA upgrades Macrotech Developers long-term credit rating to AA. Stable. ICRA has upgraded Macrotech Developers Limited's MDL long-term credit rating to ICRA AA stable from ICRA positive, and reaffirmed its short-term rating at ICRA A1+. The upgrade reflects MDL's rising operational cash flows and improved leverage, with total debt reduced to rupees 7,088 crore as of March 2025, down 8% year-on-year. The gross debt to CFO ratio improved to 1.09 times from 1.49 times. MDL's diversified portfolio, spanning residential, office, retail, and warehousing, supports stable cash flows, with warehousing and retail segments poised for stronger growth. The developer leads Mumbai and Thanes residential markets, having delivered over 100 million square feet by March 2025, and holds a 4,080-acre land bank. Its robust 85 million square feet project pipeline and strong liquidity buffer further enhance its credit profile. The rating upgrade highlights MDL's financial strength, diversification strategy, and resilience amid market risks. Bengaluru lease deals. Apple leases 8,000 square feet retail space in Phoenix, Mall of Asia, Apple, India, has leased an 8,000 square feet retail space at the upcoming Phoenix Mall of Asia in North Bengaluru, with an annual rental of rupees 2.09 crore over a 10-year term. The deal includes a 15% rent escalation every 3 years and a revenue sharing clause starting at 2%, rising to 3%. The Hebbal-based mall, developed by Phoenix Mills Limited and Canada Pension Plan Investment Board, offers Apple a prime retail platform in Bengaluru, complementing its recent store launches in Mumbai and Delhi. The move aligns with Apple's strategy to deepen its direct presence in India, as Foxconn nears completion of a major iPhone manufacturing facility at Devanahalli, set to produce 20 million units annually. Together, these developments highlight Apple's integrated retail manufacturing approach in India, supporting the government's PLI-driven electronics manufacturing ecosystem and tapping into the country's fast-growing smartphone market. County Group invests rupees 400 crore in 13.3-acre land parcel in Wave City, Ghaziabad County Group, a prominent real estate developer in the National Capital Region, has acquired a 13.3-acre land parcel in Wave City, Ghaziabad, for approximately rupees 400 crore. This strategic investment aims to develop 1,000 residential units across 4 apartment configurations, totaling 3 million square feet. The Wave City project, spanning over 4,200 acres along NH24, has witnessed increased demand, with property prices appreciating by nearly 30% in the past year. The region's connectivity and infrastructure developments, including the operational Hindon Airport and the upcoming Jewar International Airport, further enhance its appeal to investors and home buyers. Aparna Constructions and Estates invests rupees 2,525 crore in Gachibowli luxury housing project. Aparna Constructions and Estates has launched a new luxury housing project, Aparna Moonstone, with an investment of over rupees 2,525 crore. Located within the integrated Aparna Deccan town in Hyderabad's Gopanpalli Gachibowli corridor, the project will feature 2,088 residential units across 22.28 acres. The move aligns with rising demand for luxury living as Hyderabad cements its status as a global innovation hub. Managing Director S.S. Reddy noted that Aparna's legacy of quality positions it to lead this market shift. Founded in 1996, Aparna Constructions has grown into a rupees 4,500 crore realty firm with 83 projects spanning residential, commercial, and retail segments across Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and Karnataka. Aparna Moonstone further strengthens the company's footprint in South India's evolving luxury real estate market, reflecting emerging urban trends and consumer aspirations. NHAI chief inspects Kerala highway stretches, targets bottlenecks, and flood-prone zones. In a recent inspection drive across Thiruvananthapuram and Kollam districts, the chairman of the National Highways Authority of India, NHAI, Santosh Kumar Yadav, evaluated critical stretches plagued by structural vulnerabilities and drainage issues. The site visit covered areas like Enchakkal, Kajakuttam, Chembakamangalam, Kottayam, and Mevaram, which features high vertical cuts and demand immediate attention for slope stability and water flow management. Accompanied by experts from the concessionaire and NHI's technical teams, the inspection precedes a strategic meeting with Kerala's Chief Secretary to address systemic obstacles and enhance coordination for smoother project implementation. Ranchi civic body cracks down on PMA beneficiaries with dues. The Ranchi Municipal Corporation, RMC, has issued notices to 308 beneficiaries of the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, PMAY, mainly from the Lighthouse Project, LHP, who have defaulted on payments despite receiving allotment letters in 2022. The LHP consists of 1,008 flats across 5.33 acres in Ani, Dhurwa. Each flat costs around rupees 13 lakh, with rupees 6.5 lakh subsidized by the union and state governments. Beneficiaries must pay the balance in 5 installments. The RMC has collaborated with Canara Bank and HDFC Bank to expedite housing loan approvals to assist beneficiaries in clearing dues. JOA to allow separate utility connections for families in shared homes. The Goa government has introduced a new directive allowing families living in the same house to obtain separate water and electricity connections without physically dividing the property. Local panchayats will issue bifurcated house numbers. B. Linked to the original number, solely for utility and fiscal purposes. These do not confer legal ownership rights. The move aims to reduce family disputes over shared utility bills and improve local governance by generating additional revenue through separate taxation. Applications for bifurcation numbers will be processed within 15 days, enabling residents to apply for individual utility connections after obtaining a no objection certificate. The policy applies across both rural and urban panchayat governed areas. By streamlining access to separate utilities, the initiative addresses a common issue for many Goan households and reflects the state's ongoing efforts to modernize local governance and enhance quality of life. 300 families in Banashankari face eviction after HC land ruling over 300 families in Bengaluru's Banashamashankari 6th stage layout. Face uncertainty after the Karnataka High Court quashed the Bangalore Development Authority's BDA 24-year-old land acquisition of 16 acres in Hemmigapura and Ganakalu villages. The court ruled in favor of original landowners, citing the BDA's failure to take possession. Many residents legally purchased plots between 2002 and 2024 and built homes with BDA approvals. Now facing possible eviction, they are demanding accountability. The BDA plans to appeal. The case raises broader concerns about transparency and due diligence in BDA's land acquisition and development processes. Critics point to ongoing issues like encroachments, lack of basic amenities, and poor oversight. This situation serves as a cautionary tale for future urban development, highlighting the need for stronger governance and legal safeguards to protect home buyers. MDDA earmark Cox INR 1,000 crore to boost Dehradun housing supply, the Mussoorie. Dehradun Development Authority, MDDA, is addressing Dehradun's rising residential demand by identifying a dedicated land bank for future housing projects. In its 111th board meeting, MDDA proposed a INR 1,000 crore budget for FY 2025. 26 to fund affordable housing, particularly for communities displaced by encroachment drives. Building on the success of the ISBT and Aamwala Tarla residential schemes, the authority aims to offer secure, sustainable living options. MDDA is also reviewing urban improvement projects, including relocating Arhat Market and taking over ISBT, alongside considering land pooling to attract IT companies and drive industrial growth. These efforts reflect MDDA's vision for balanced urban development, combining affordable housing with infrastructure upgrades to support Dehradun's growing population and economic expansion. Tegarera fines Bhuvanteza INR 14.9 lakh for non-registered housing project. The Telangana Real Estate Regulatory Authority, Tegarera, has fined Bhuvanteza Infrastructures LLP INR 14.9 lakh for failing to register its Aura Velimala Phase 1 project in Sangareddy district. The project, which promised delivery by December 2023, remains only 20% complete, leaving 62 buyers in distress. Tigirera found the developer in violation of Sections 3 and 4 of the RERA Act, which require registration prior to sales or marketing. The authority ordered full refunds to buyers with 11% annual interest and mandated an immediate halt to all sales and marketing of the project. Many buyers who had taken housing loans were also denied promised rental payments. Tigrera warned of stricter penalties for continued non-compliance. The ruling reinforces the regulator's commitment to protecting home buyers, ensuring transparency and enforcing legal standards in Telangana's real estate sector. NBCC India reports 29.1% rise in Q4 net profit, strengthens global footprint. NBCC India Limited posted a robust 29.1% increase in its consolidated net profit for the fourth quarter of the fiscal year 2024-25, reaching INR 182.66 crore, compared to INR 141.49 crore in the same quarter last year. The company's total income rose by over 16%, driven by the successful execution of key infrastructure projects. Demonstrating its growth ambitions, NBCC has recently incorporated a wholly owned subsidiary in Dubai to explore real estate opportunities overseas. Additionally, the company has submitted a resolution plan for Celebration City projects, which could become its subsidiary, expanding its footprint further in the real estate sector. Karnataka to tax unauthorized rural properties under new bill. The Karnataka government will soon implement property tax on unauthorized rural properties under the Karnataka Gram Swaraj and Panchayat Raj Amendment Bill 2025. Detailed guidelines are expected by mid-July. The move aims to bring nearly 95 lakh rural properties under formal governance and taxation. Over 50 lakh rural properties already have ekhatas, generating INR 1,273 crore in revenue this fiscal year. Minister Priyank Kharge highlighted that the initiative will boost local revenues and improve services like water, sanitation, and roads. Inspired by the success of Karnataka's Bhikhata system in urban areas, the rural framework seeks to regularize informal landholdings and strengthen panchayat finances. The upcoming guidelines will outline tax assessment, exemptions, and regularization processes. This initiative supports Karnataka's broader push for decentralized, equitable development and aims to enhance infrastructure and civic services across rural regions. India to remain fastest growing major economy in FY26. RBI India is poised to remain the fastest growing major economy in FY 2025-26, with projected GDP growth of 6.5%, according to the Reserve Bank of India's RBI annual report. The country's GDP is expected to reach USD 4.18 trillion, nearing Japan's economic size. Growth will be driven by robust domestic consumption, rising capital expenditure, and government fiscal support. Strong macroeconomic fundamentals, a resilient financial sector, favorable monsoon forecasts, and low retail inflation, 3.16% in April, are expected to boost consumer spending and investment. The RBI also anticipates potential monetary easing to further stimulate growth. Recent income tax relief and increased infrastructure and real estate investment will further support expansion. The report stresses the need for continued policy coordination, structural reforms, and infrastructure development to sustain India's growth momentum, positioning the nation as a key driver of global economic growth. Adani Energy secures INR 1,600 crore interstate transmission project in Maharashtra. Adani Energy Solutions Limited, AESL, recently announced its success in acquiring a major interstate transmission project in Maharashtra, valued at INR 1,600 crore. The addition has pushed its transmission order book to INR 61,600 crore. The project will involve setting up 3,000 MVA of substation capacity, along with supporting infrastructure, further strengthening AESL's national transmission footprint. The project was awarded through the Tariff-Based Competitive Bidding (TBCB) route, with REC Power Development and Consultancy Limited, RECPDCL, acting as the bid process coordinator. AESL is expected to complete the project by early 2028. PM Modi inaugurates first unit of INR 21,780 crore Ghatampur thermal power project. Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi inaugurated the first unit of the Ghatampur thermal power project in Uttar Pradesh earlier this week. With an overall investment of INR 21,780.94 crore, this significant infrastructure initiative comprises Sabthi's three supercritical thermal units of 660 MWh each, totaling an installed capacity of 1,980 MWh. The project is spearheaded by Neyveli Uttar Pradesh Power Limited, NUPL, a joint venture between NLC India Limited and Uttar Pradesh Rajya Vidyut Utpadan Nigam Limited. The remaining two units are anticipated to become operational within the current financial year, bolstering the region's energy reliability. Schaeffler India expands footprint with new manufacturing plant in Tamil Nadu. Schaeffler India has inaugurated its fifth manufacturing facility in Shoolagiri, Tamil Nadu, marking a significant expansion in the company's operations. The 16,500 square meter plant focuses on producing powertrain and chassis components, including technologies for both conventional and hybrid vehicles. This move aligns with Schaeffler's strategy to enhance its local capabilities and cater to the growing automotive demands in India. The facility is part of a broader 108,000 square meter development, with full-scale production expected by the fourth quarter of 2025. The company has invested INR 1,700 crore between 2022 and 2024, surpassing its initial commitment of INR 1,500 crore. This investment underscores Schaeffler's commitment to India's Make in India initiative and its focus on sustainable manufacturing practices. Tokyo's ultra-luxury penthouse sale signals growing appetite for premium real estate. Tokyo's premium property sector witnessed a historic high earlier this week, as a four-bedroom penthouse at Mark Omotesando 1 was sold for approximately $67 million, marking the most expensive residential transaction by unit area in Japan. The property's opulence and strategic location have made it a trophy asset, while the broader market continues to benefit from increasing demand among ultra-high net worth individuals. With property prices in Tokyo's prime locations rising by over 50% in the past 5 years, the deal reflects the city's ascent as a global luxury investment hub. That's a wrap for today. Tune in tomorrow for the latest headlines.